Here's a quick look at a recent overhaul of the Vibiemme Minimax 2 group. This is definitely one of the cleaner machines we've had through our workshop. No major signs of neglect or physical damage. A little dirty, but no red flags at first glance. As we begin the disassembly, things start to get interesting. With the boiler removed and the heating element taken out, we see that the bolts that hold the element in place with serious corrosion. One is snapped off completely, and the other two aren't far off. Looking inside the boiler shows not the usual calcium scale, but instead a dark carbon type buildup. This has unfortunately also travelled all the way through the machine, as we'll see shortly. Here are the internals of the group head and mushrooms. Again, not the worst I've seen, but still signs of neglect and certainly hasn't been serviced or replaced in many years. Here is the dispersion screen, and the first time in nearly 10 years of working on espresso machines that I've seen deposits make their way all the way through the machine and land here like this. This is the last place that the water travels through before it reaches your freshly ground and tamped espresso before landing in your cup. Coffee tastes burnt? This would certainly explain that. Here we have something a little bit nicer. This is the face of the machine. We finished this in a lovely white, highlighted with gold pearl, a subtle yet eye-catching colour that matches well with any colour option for the other body panels. In this case we've chosen a nice red. We'll show you that later. It's taken multiple acid baths to clean the carbon build-up and resulting scale from the boiler and hydraulic system, and we're ready to start the polishing and reassembly. We aren't aiming for a museum piece with this project. It's going to be a workhorse in a mid-volume coffee cart in the Hedgehog coffee fleet, aiming for around 50 cups an hour. The heating element tested 100%, so we gave it a descale, a new gasket, and it's ready to go back in. Boiler, pressure stat, solenoids, water level sight glass, all reinstalled. Here are our dispersion screens, cleaned up and ready for reinstall. With the steam wand stripped, the old assembly on the right and the replacement on the left, you can see the old valve is completely shot due to lack of lubrication and regular maintenance. Time for a complete new unit. This will be as good as new once it all goes back together. The steam wand shaft cleaned, lubed, new gaskets installed. Here we have the inlet and outlet water galleries and the back of the group heads completely cleaned. Threads descaled for years of trouble-free operation. Cleaned and ready for new gaskets and shower screens. The old group head solenoids caked with scale and the O-rings have completely failed. This would cause leaks through the machine. New group head solenoids and freshly cleaned dispersion screens. And the mushrooms cleaned and ready to go back in. Here is the group head reassembled, new gaskets being installed. Everything getting installed for bench test before being put back in the coffee cart for years of trouble-free service and happy customers. This gives us a brief overview of what happens during a standard rebuild at Hedgehog Coffee. If you are thinking about investing in espresso equipment for your home or small business, feel free to reach out for a free, no-obligation chat to ensure you get the best fit for your unique situation and the best return for your investment.